everyone, my name is Chris Dethridge. I am a realtor here in East Tennessee, and welcome to a new monthly series here I'd like to call Community Spotlight. It's very important to me to support local businesses, so I want you to follow me as I go throughout each month, exploring a new place here that's local to East Tennessee, that provides value, and it's just a great place to learn about. So episode 1, we're going to focus on my barber. Nirvana Barber Studio is where I go to. I've been coming here for years. I like, know, and trust them. They are a great place. I highly recommend them. Let's go take a look. What's going on, man?
Not much, dude. How are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
So we doing the usual today?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Tell me a little bit about your life before being a barber.
I'm a recovering addict. So before becoming a barber, my life was pretty much just consumed with drug use. About a year or so before I became a barber, I started to turn that around. Just like barbering has given me like a nice vehicle to turn my life around even more in. Like it's given me a really nice career that I can focus on and just kind of like pour everything into.
That's fantastic, man. So what is it about being a barber that has impacted your life so much?
So one of the things is just, it's a chance for me to connect with people day to day, and I think that's one of the suits that I'm strongest at. And it's given me like a real vehicle and look into the community at large, whereas, you know, used to I'd work like really remedial jobs or be like a line cook shoved in the back. Just it's got like just enough of a creative outlet and like freedom in it to where I don't feel constricted. I don't feel like I'm under somebody's thumb. Like I get to work basically for myself, and it's one of those careers where you get out what you put in. And I think, you know, for most addicts, and for me especially, like that's perfect. It's exactly what I needed. And it's also a way to carry on a family legacy. Like my father was a hairdresser as well, so you know, this is my way of doing what he did in my own way, was becoming a barber.
So I like to kind of think of myself as a pretty normal haircut. What's something that's been absolutely just bizarre that you've seen since you've been a barber?
The mullets and mohawks coming back, and they're actually like a professional style now. Like Patrick Mahomes has made like the burst fade mohawk like a very socially acceptable haircut. And so like I'll be putting those on, like I've put one on a lawyer before, you know what I mean? So I think that that's kind of bizarre.
So in like 5 to 10 years, you like big picture, future looking, where do you see yourself in your barber business?
I would like to be able to travel from Barber Expo to Barber Expo, and things like that, kind of just teaching, maybe more the business side of barbering, maybe more what it takes to build clientele than even haircuts, because I've found myself like being more passionate about teaching like the keys to success in this industry than even actual haircuts. Like there are so many amazing educators out there teaching how to do this haircut and that haircut and how to understand the cutting of hair, you know? But there's not as many people talking about like, oh, well, this is what it takes to get the success that you see people having, you know?
Yeah, you can't cut hair if you don't have any hair to cut.
Right.
I have clients.
So how to get people in your chair. And then, you know, just like the things that make people like you, like from the client's perspective, like it's all about consistency, and it's all about like being dependable and showing up. Like for the most part, people just want to be able to get a haircut, and they want to be able to come in like on their schedule and get their haircut, and they want to know that they're going to get basically the same haircut every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why I started coming here, you know, over 3 years ago. It was a recommendation because I would go to insert adjective cuts, and some lady would spend 15 minutes cutting my hair, and it was never the same cut. It was never what I wanted, and I was just so fed up with having the haircut I didn't want. And so I took the time to ask around and came here, and the first haircut I got here was, you know, close to an hour, and it just blew me away that, you know, the level of customer service and attention to detail that people can provide.
You know, and it's not even just me, but you know, like all of us can give you good quality service, a consistent haircut, and I think for the most part, you know, we're all pretty approachable and easy to talk to, you know?
Absolutely. So outside of being a barber, what does your personal life look like? Like, what are you doing currently?
Winter is here. I do love to snowboard. Like, I'm an avid snowboarder, so my life in the winter is gonna look like me traveling all over the place every now and again to snowboard. Christmas season's coming up. I love Christmas. And then, you know, just like you, dude, I like to catch live music as much as I can, you know?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, dude.
All right, so next up we've got Alex Wade, another phenomenal barber here at Nirvana. Let's talk to him and see what's going on.
How you doing?
What's up, Alex?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
What's going on? What you up to?
Not too much, man. Just cutting some hair, getting ready to leave for tour again. I leave next week, so you know, just kind of finding that balance between the shop and the road, you know.
Yeah. So on top of being a barber, he is also a guitarist for one of my favorite bands called Whitechapel. Whitechapel's here from Knoxville, Tennessee. They've been doing this for a long time, and if you haven't seen the show and you can tolerate that kind of music, I definitely recommend checking them out. So being a barber and a guitarist are two very different things. How did you become a barber?
Well, it all started, I used to always kind of like keep my own beard and stuff clean, and then on the road, guys would ask me, you know, hey, can you just like straighten up my beard line or, you know, whatever. So I'd take out my little beard trimmer and just kind of start chopping away. And a couple times, some of the guys were like, you think you could cut my hair too? And I was like, man, I could try, you know, I could figure it out. So I started watching YouTube videos, and that's pretty much how I learned how to cut hair, was from YouTube. And then about that was 2013, and then about 2015, I thought to myself, you know, like, hey, I enjoy this enough, like maybe I should pursue getting my license in it so I can do it for extra money when I'm at home, you know. And so I found a barber school in Knoxville, Master Academy of Barbering. They're still open today. They worked with me on my tour schedule, which I was very thankful for. You know, they allowed me to kind of come and go so I could still play shows while I was getting my barber license. And so I completed school in 2017, and I got my license then, and I've been doing it professionally ever since.
Well, you definitely do a good job every time I come here, whenever you're available. I know you guys are extremely busy. So speaking of being busy, what's next for Whitechapel? What are you doing?
Like I said, next week we leave. We have a tour coming up where we're supporting another metal band called Meshuggah, and they've been around for a long time, and you know, we definitely look up to them as a younger metal band. And you know, it's kind of cool getting to be able to go on tour with one of your heroes. You know, it's not something we get to do very often. So
that's awesome,
you know,
it's
going to be a really cool experience for us.
That's awesome. But you guys are also doing, is it your 8th annual Christmas show this year?
Yeah, it's number 8. So every December we do a Christmas show at the end of the year to help support a local cause of some sort. The past couple years we've donated money to Young Williams Animal Society, and because you know, the animals are very near and dear to our heart, so it's kind of cool being able to give back to the city that helped build us to where we are now. You know, when we very first started the band, we were just a couple kids playing local shows for $100 a show. You know, so it's kind of cool to be able to build it to this point where we can help donate and you know, help benefit different organizations within Knoxville.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a banger show. This is going to be like my 4th or 5th one. I've seen you guys at least 10 times. The Christmas shows are always top tier.
Yeah.
It always sells out. It's always wrapped around the block. People waiting to get in. So it'll definitely be a fun time. Definitely get your tickets for that because it will sell out.
Yeah,
here
December
soon.
22nd at the Millen Mine.
Yeah, that's a beautiful venue as well. So on top of being a famous guitarist, awesome barber, you are also now a dad to a little girl.
True, yes.
So how is that? That's got to be a huge transition to add on to an already busy life.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I was younger, I used to kind of always ask myself, like, what are the odds of like me really being able to have a family and raise kids and stuff, being gone on the road all the time? And I used to always wonder like what that would look like, and now I'm actually living that. So it's not easy. You know, it's really hard being gone from your family, you know, for 4 to 5 weeks at a time. But you know, we make it work, and I have a really great fiance, Kisa, you know, the mother of Claire, and she's really big help. You know, she really steps up and puts the extra effort in while I'm gone to make sure that everything is good for Claire. And you know, there's a good positive environment that she can grow up in, even though I'm not there. You know, that's what I'm looking forward to, is when she gets a little older, you know, I'll be able to bring the whole family out for...
She'll understand what you're doing.
I'm sure they won't want to come for all 30 days of a tour, you know, but I'll be able to bring them out for a week or two or something like that. And, you know, it'll be a fun experience that we'll be able to have as a family, so.
All right, so 2 more questions and I'll let you go.
Yeah.
So besides hair, your daughter, and being a musician, what does Alex Wade do?
Honestly, I, you know, do spend a lot of time at home with the family, just because I am away so much. So, you know, it definitely, being a parent, your priorities change, and, you know, what's important to you changes. But, you know, before I had so much dad duty, I did used to like to fish a lot. You know, that's how I spent a lot of my extra time. Me and my buddy, you know, being from East Tennessee, you know, just a lot of bass fishing and a lot of cat fishing. You know, we like to just go sit out there and throw some lines out and just enjoy the nice East Tennessee weather in the summer and stuff like that, you know, so.
So as far as tour, what is the craziest show or experience you've had and seen while playing? I know you've probably got a lot of those.
Yeah.
So.
Man, one of the craziest experiences for me personally was in 2019, before COVID happened and all that. We played Hellfest in France, and that's probably the biggest show we've ever played. It was to about 40,000 people. So it was definitely just a wild experience to step out on the stage and, you know, to play to that many people. And, you know, we weren't headlining. It was just like we were playing in the middle of the day. And it was a big festival, so there were a lot of people there to see a lot of different bands. But it was just cool to be able to, you know, play to a crowd of that magnitude.
Well, I super appreciate your time, man. I look forward to the Christmas show and many shows after that, and I'll see you for a haircut soon.
Awesome, yeah, appreciate you, Chris.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So lastly, here at Nirvana, we're going to talk with the owner, Nicole Barber.
Yep.
So Nirvana Barber Studio, you guys have been open for about just over a year now?
Yep, with the name change, just a year, right in August.
Yep.
But we've been here 5 years in this building, so it was a good transition, fast transition.
It was, yeah. I mean, I've been coming here for about 3. I mean, it was like an overnight kind of switch.
It was an overnight for me too. So that was I think it was supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go out and do my own thing. And when Tyler kind of said, "Hey, do you want this?" I said, "Yeah," but I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I was kind of nervous that they were all just going to be like, "Well, we're out of here," and I was going to be in here by myself, which I was planning for that. But I think that's what sets this barbershop apart, is like we have been to the down and dirty. We've had that, you know, that quick turnover, and, you know, they all stayed, and we just keep cutting. I think that's our thing in here. It's like we just keep cutting, keep serving our clients, and that's our biggest thing in here.
Yeah, so to kind of tie into that, I mean, how was that change from going to just a barber to owner/barber?
It is different, but we're all friends, and I think that they respect me as a friend.
Yeah.
So I use them a lot for my help. Like when I'm like, hey guys, I'm not really sure what we should do here. Like I need everyone's opinions. So a lot of stuff that we do in here is coming from them.
Yeah.
So
how did you get into becoming a barber?
I Googled schools near me, and a barber school popped up, and I just showed up, and it was super hard. So I was like, I am not good at this, and I'm one of those people that need challenge. So I just kept cutting until one day I figured it out, and I mean, here I am 10 years later, still cutting hair. So
Awesome.
yep.
Yeah. So as far as the business, I mean, what's the future looking like? Like, where do you see this place in the next 5 years?
Definitely, I want to get some more barbers in here eventually.
Yeah.
I want to fill the chairs and just keep it going. I think what we got right now is good. So I just want to keep cutting hair. That's like my main thing, is just come to work, cut hair, have fun. I want this to be a super fun environment. I never want it to be like a stressful, you know, this is my job, I got to come in here and, you know, just want to come in here and just love on their clients and love where
It's always good to enjoy what you do. Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I don't consider real estate a job. I love doing it.
Yeah,
so it's,
love doing it.
It's fun helping people. So outside of cutting hair, what do you like to do?
Travel. I love traveling. I'm always trying to go somewhere and hop on a plane and just go see stuff, different cultures.
I have not been on a plane yet, but that's going to change when I go to Las Vegas. I'm going to a festival. It's like a one-day festival, and I've always been a person that likes to drive to places just because I know I've got my car in case I need it. But Las Vegas is like a day drive.
Yeah, no,
So
it's
I
awesome.
can't do it. So
Flying's
I'm gonna fly.
awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm going to let you get back to cutting hair. I look forward to coming back here in a little bit.
Yeah, and thank you. Thank you
Awesome.
for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for episode 1 of Community Spotlight. These guys here at Nirvana Barber Studio can take care of your hair, obviously. 6555 Chapman Highway, or you can go in the description here below and check out their website, Facebook, Instagram, all that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode.